Well, after a 13-day break and a lot of cold weather, the Texas Stars are back in action. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a series preview as the Texas Stars return for Game 6 of the regular season, facing off against the Iowa Wild. It'll be the fourth time that the teams meet this year. And Texas so far is looking for a little bit more consistency over the first 5 games. Texas has won one, lost one, back and forth across that stretch, and been 3-2-0 to start the season. Now in 3 games against the Wild, they're anticipating a little bit more consistent play going into this series.
Just like a lot of our fans and people around town, it was tough. Especially, it wasn't a one-night thing. It was several nights, almost a week, where you weren't sure if you were going to have power. And I think it's a mental grind. That's life. That's besides the sports stuff. I think the whole city was in a tough spot, and I'm just very grateful that families got through okay, players got through okay. In terms of getting back to the rink and working, that was more of a refuge. We were, once we were allowed to get back here, everyone had heat and a roof over their head. We were able to get back here and play hockey. It takes your minds off things, and that was fun for us to get back to work. We had to reset a little. We missed a game due to the weather. We missed a week of practice time. So we had time to prep here for the next series. So we almost had to reset, almost like we had four practices before a game, like a training camp scenario. So we reset us. We went back to some of the foundations of our game. Some of our principles that will help us lead to success. And I thought we hit those areas, we targeted them, and now it needs to translate to a game.
The spread of the offense so far for Texas has been incredible. 5 different players have at least 5 points in the first 5 games, including Riley Damiani, who's at the top of the team with 6 points so far to start the year. And Texas owes a lot of that to some of the power play numbers that they were able to put up, and a lot of spread coming from those top 2 units.
Especially early in the season, special teams are critical, and I think it's important that we continue to improve on both. We established roles fairly quickly, and I think credit to our players. Guys embraced roles, and guys embraced the challenges that came along with those roles. And when you have guys willing to take on a certain role early in the season for the betterment of the team, that's always critical. So, credit to our players, credit to the group there. We have a good, close group already for such a short year. And, we talk about the weather and doing stuff like that, it can bring you together in a hurry. And now it's important that we show it on the ice.
After playing 3 games against the Iowa Wild to start the season, the Stars can expect a lot from the Wild, including a very, very deep lineup going into this matchup.
Yeah, well, I know they're a team that'll come out hard. They'll pressure us. They'll always work hard. They're well structured. They're well coached. And, we know we're going to get their best, especially a team that we're going to play a lot this year. I thought the rivalry was already heating up a little bit. I think it's good for the game. It's good for fans in both arenas. But, I know we'll see their best game come Wednesday. And I think it's important that we make sure we're ready with our intensity as well.
Equally, the Stars have had contributions up and down the lineup, averaging about 4 goals per game this season. Now it's just turning the page and continuing that process here on home ice after scoring 5 last Saturday night.
We've talked before about the youth of our team, but I do think we have good depth in terms of we have a balanced attack. We're young, but we have strengths. Our youthfulness also allows us to play energetic and with speed and with pace. And I think we have depth in our balance of our lineup. So we're confident in the 4 lines we put out. We like the fact that we have guys that can play up and down the lineup.
Don't forget to get your tickets for all of these games coming up, 3 of them in the next 4 days for the Texas Stars as they face off with the Iowa Wild. And if you can't join us here at HEB Center at Cedar Park, make sure you tune in to AHLTV.com and check out all of the action this week. Not to mention, follow along to TexasStars.com and all of our social media accounts for more information as the Stars face off with the Wild for game number 4 of the season series, which includes 12 total meetings.